We wake up most mornings already behind. Behind on sleep, behind on emails, behind on becoming the version of ourselves we promised we'd be when we went to bed. The alarm doesn't just signal the start of a day, it signals a race. Our thoughts are hijacked before our eyes even open. A glance at our phone and suddenly we're reacting to things that have nothing to do with this room, this breath, this moment. We absorb the anger of a stranger online, the pressure of a boss we haven't even spoken to yet. We carry the weight of expectations, comparisons, noise, and we call it normal. But it isn't, not really. What we're doing is surviving in a world that's forgotten how to live. Stoicism doesn't offer magic or escape. It doesn't promise to fix the world. What it does, quietly, powerfully, is return your power to where it belongs, your mind, your actions, your soul. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He didn't write that as a slogan for comfort. He wrote it while leading Rome through plagues, betrayal, and war. He wrote it for himself, to remember that true strength isn't about controlling outcomes, but about mastering your response. Imagine what changes when you stop giving your peace to things beyond your reach. You can't change traffic, but you can change how you breathe in it. You can't control your coworker's tone, but you can control your reaction. You can't fix the past, but you can meet this moment with intention. Stoicism begins when we stop outsourcing our stability. It asks, what's within your control right now, your thoughts, your words, your effort? And if you begin there, every day, every hour, you begin to live. Not by default, but by design. Not by pressure, but by principle. You stop measuring success by applause and start measuring it by alignment. The world tells you to go fast, to prove something, to win. But Stoicism whispers, slow down, know yourself, lead yourself, live in truth, not reaction. That's not weakness, that's freedom. So what does this look like in the world we actually live in? It looks like choosing to be gentle in a moment that invites anger. It's the mom who pauses to breathe before speaking sharply. The dad who silences his phone and listens, truly listens, to his daughter talk about her day. It's the executive who admits they were wrong, not because it's easy, but because it's honest. Stoicism is not a show. It's a quiet discipline lived behind the scenes. It's walking past gossip in the break room and refusing to sip poison. It's being the person who doesn't need to be right to be at peace. It's biting your tongue not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. It's walking into a hard conversation and choosing clarity over blame. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality," and we know it's true. We've lost sleep over arguments that never happened, over fears that never arrived. Our minds are storytellers, but a Stoic is a good editor. They pause before believing every script the brain writes. They ask, is this thought helpful? Is it kind? Is it true? And if not, they release it. Like watching a cloud drift by. Stoicism doesn't teach you to be emotionless. It teaches you to feel, but not drown. To act, but not perform. To see clearly, but not cling. You learn that not every feeling needs a response. Not every trigger needs to become a war. You become less reactive, more reflective. And as you practice that, day by day you build something rare in today's world. Interior strength, a calm that doesn't depend on the weather. The world around you may still be chaotic, but the world within you begins to quiet, and that inner quiet becomes your compass. You don't lose your fire, you learn how to direct it. You don't lose your heart, you learn how to guard it. That's what it means to carry peace in a noisy world. Not because you escaped, but because you returned to your center. The Stoic path won't be the one everyone celebrates. It's not glamorous. It's not optimized for likes. It won't always be loud or easy to explain. But it's real. It's rooted. It's resilient. You feel it not in applause, but in alignment, in the small wins that no one sees, in the choice to pause before judging, in the courage to show up when no one claps, in the discipline to do what matters when it's inconvenient. Epictetus wrote, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." That's not a quote, it's a map. It means defining who you want to be, not in theory, but in practice. Not someday, but today. You begin with what you can touch. 5 slow breaths before a difficult call. A kind word instead of a sarcastic one. Choosing to read instead of scroll. Choosing to forgive without an apology. Choosing to show up for others, even when your own life feels unfinished. The Stoic life is built in moments no one gives you credit for. And that's why it matters. Because it's not for them, it's for you. You don't have to become unshakable overnight, but you can begin. And that beginning, quiet, imperfect, intentional, is enough. You don't need to run from this messy, unpredictable life. You just need to stop handing your peace to things you can't control. You don't need to master everything. You just need to master your moment. You don't need the world to be calm. You need to be centered. The world will still disappoint you. People will still change. Headlines will still scream. But you will have learned something no one can take from you. How to stand. How to breathe. How to live not like a leaf in the wind, but like a soul grounded in virtue. And that is what it means to truly begin living like a Stoic.